Y'all, many of my recipes and lots of others have something like Tony's in it. And I know that we can get it lots and lots of places, but I like also to show you how to make a homemade Creole seasoning, just in case you can't get it, okay? And that way you won't feel like, well, I can't make that recipe, you know. So we're just going to make a homemade Creole seasoning today. It's going to start with many things you've got in your pantry, except it's all these bottles, and you'll have it just to yourself. Alright, first thing we're going to need is 2 tablespoons of onion powder. Let me find my onion powder. Yes, that's it. So we're going to do 1 and 2. And then next, I'll put these out of my way so I won't grab them again. Next, we're going to put 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. I know I always smell everything, guys. I love to smell spices and herbs, don't y'all? Yes, I do 2 tablespoons of that. 2 tablespoons of dried oregano. Let me find my dried oregano. That's it. 1, 2. And then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of dried basil. That smells wonderful. 1, 2. And then 2 tablespoons, or no, excuse me, 1 tablespoon of dried thyme. Excuse me, only one. That's going to be so close. I'm going to go on and put it. It's kind of a generous tablespoon, but it'll be okay. And then 1 tablespoon of black pepper. And rather than grinding our own pepper, that would take us forever to get a tablespoon, I do have this. I got this store-bought black pepper too. Yes, I do. And then 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper. Red cayenne pepper. There we go. And we're going to do 5 tablespoons of smoked paprika. I know this might use this whole little jar. I hope not. We're gonna have to run out to the store, aren't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, get in there, get in there. 5. There we go. And now this is optional. You could put 1½ teaspoons of salt, okay? 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. But I don't like to do that. Then I can add my own salt. Like the Tony's I buy is no salt Tony's. So that's just me. But if you want to go on and put your salt in there and have just a one place that you already get your salt, then that will be fine. 1 1/2 teaspoons. And I'll put that in the recipe, and I'll say optional that way. And if it's on YouTube, it's in the description box, and if it's on Facebook, it's going to be just under the title, and you might have to touch something that says see more, and it'll open up for you. And the description box is under my video on YouTube, and you'll see a down arrow, and you'll touch it, and it'll open up the recipe. Let me come show y'all this pretty conglomeration mixture. Isn't that beautiful? It smells so good too. And I'm wondering its difference, you know, like, oh, and something else I want to tell you. If you don't want to do smoked paprika, y'all know I'm kind of addicted to it. Just use paprika, okay? You don't have to do smoked, but I love the smoked flavor, so try not to sneeze, guys. Okay. I'm going to put a little of this unsalted Tony's out here. I'm trying real hard not to sneeze. I'm sorry. All these spices I've been snipping on. That's what I get, right? And I'm going to put a little of our homemade. And I'm going to see the difference in them. Our homemade is really full of flavor. I taste the smokiness and it's very good. Now let me taste Tony's. I taste the smokiness in Tony's as well, and it's really good too, and very spicy. It's got a nice little kick, just like our homemade. The only difference I taste in Tony's and ours is ours doesn't have any sugar in it, and I taste a little sweetener in here. It's very subtle though, so they're really, really close to one another. And if you want to add a little sugar, you can to this, but I would add just a teeny tiny bit. But anyway, guys, just in case you can't get Tony's, you can make your homemade, and all you have to do is then put it in a nice little dry, airtight little container or jar, and you can put it right on your shelf. Label it Creole seasoning, no salt or salted Creole seasoning, that way you'll know. And it will be good up to a year, or up to whenever your spices said they would be good too, whatever you were using. Just like that, guys. Just that easy. So either way, you got it now.